Hello, this message is for all signs. Excuse my messy mess over here. Usually the camera's pointed down, you can't see all my mess. But that's okay. I know with these videos, you know, lighting is important and the aesthetic is important, but I'm just not good at that. You know, for me, it's about the message. That's what's important, really, right? So excuse my mess. Okay, so what am I going to start with? Grab one of these decks here. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Never worked with this before, so let's find out what's going to go on, what's going to happen here. So keep in mind that this reading is timeless. So it doesn't matter when I make it or post it. Let's say you see it a year after I post it, then it's still for you. It's still active. Whenever you saw it is when you were supposed to see it, is kind of the belief, right? Just like, you know, somebody could make a song 10 years ago, but when it shows up on the radio again and again and again, or in the right moment or something, you know, it's a sign. That's how spirit works. It's really easy, I think, for spirit to take these messages and get them out to the people that need to see them. So if you're here, there's probably a message in here for you, or the whole message is for you, but it is a general reading, not a personal, so you do need to use your intuition to know for sure if it's for you. If you're not good at it, practice your intuition. And if you want a personal reading, you can get one on my website. The link is down below in the description box. Also, is that all I wanted to say? I think that's it. Okay. Spirit, what's this reading going to be about? What's the overall energy? Is this money? Is this love? What's going on? We have, what is this? Let me take a sip of my drink here and figure out what is a Seven of Swords. Okay, so I'm thirsty all of a sudden. Okay. Typically, the Seven of Swords is about somebody being like sneaky, cheating, conniving. So here we have imagery of a man playing chess, right? Okay. And then there's like a sword on the desk. He's got an evil ass look on his face. There's another sword on the desk. There's swords inside the desk. There are swords under the table as if, you know, somebody's being sneaky. Like hiding swords down there. So typically, this can also mean the need to be like strategic in a situation, but let's get some clarification. What is this Seven of Swords, Spirit? What is this Seven of Swords? Can you clarify, please, Spirit? Woo. That's a lot of clarification there, Spirit. Okay, that's going to make it kind of hard for me to clarify if there's all these cards. How about we put these back in and start from scratch? Can you clarify, Spirit? If they're meant to pop out, please let them pop out. What is the Seven of Swords? That's too many, I feel. Okay, so there's still three, but four? I can work with that, I guess. Okay. It's a very tiny and dark writing, so I gotta take off my glasses to look at this. Ace of Wands, okay. Two of Wands. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. Let me look at the imagery to see if it's kind of the same meaning as my regular deck. Okay, so this Ace of Wands, let's see. So we had somebody either being sneaky or needing to be strategic. So the Two of Wands typically is about, like usually there's somebody like looking out at the situation and they're holding two wands and they have a decision to make. So this particular Two of Wands, this is really weird because it's the Two of Wands, only here's a guy with a sword. Which kind of goes along with, you know, this sneaky guy here that has a sword. See? This guy over here, right here, has a sword in his hand, even though it's the Two of Wands card. And then that guy over there has one too. And they don't look like this guy behind him looks like he's screaming. This guy looks the same guy. Could even be the same guy. I think it is the same guy. So even though it's the Two of Wands, it's kind of the same guy, same energy. It's a group of people. What does he have in his hand? Something small, like a pill or something? A diamond? He's a jewel thief or something? I don't even know what's in his hand. He's got something small, like in his hand, like this. And then a knife in the other hand. And he's got a look on his face like, he is not happy. But like typically the Two of Wands is about making a decision and maybe needing to be strategic, maybe needing to plan. So if this were just the Two of Wands without this imagery, I would say that. But with the imagery, which is what I would go by, not the definition, maybe both. Maybe there's a person who is trying to strategize. You know, they're playing some kind of game of strategy, like chess. That's a game of strategy. So they're trying to strategize, but they're also cheating. Maybe every time you look away, they're moving a piece or something, you know. Obviously, this would be metaphorically. And then, like I said, here, I don't know if this is a pill and he's going to poison somebody with it, or if that's a diamond. I can't really even tell what's in his hand. There's all these people around him going about their business. But he looks like he's about to sneak off and do something sneaky. So I feel like there's two cards here about this person being sneaky, and maybe they're strategizing this sneakiness. Like they feel like they're playing some kind of game of strategy, metaphorically speaking, again. And that guy looks like that guy to me, that main guy with the knife. So I don't know what is going on here. What is this, Spirit? Okay. So then let's look at these other ones. We have the Page of Cups, which typically the Page of Cups is like somebody bringing you an offer, but it's something like lucky, creative, but I don't get that with this imagery. There's a woman, a very homely woman. It's very dark. It's nighttime. There's like a constellation above her. There's lots of water behind her. And this is cups. Cups means emotion. So there's lots of emotions. There is a fish jumping out of the water. So that could be, you know, fish sometimes are seen as like lucky. But I think in this case, I'm feeling like maybe this involves like a Pisces. I don't even know if this card like is like a Pisces card, but like, you know, Pisces are like the sign, they have the sign of the fish. So maybe this involves a Pisces. Pisces are very, you know, they're kind of emotional. Cancers are more emotional, but so maybe there's a water sign involved here. You know, the swords would be an air sign. The wands would be a fire sign. So there could be, so far we have everything but earth. Well, let's see. Yeah, we have everything but earth so far because we have the Knight of Cups, so is this water, Ace of Wands. Is fire. So, okay. So Page of Cups. Just her look on her face. It's not like a person bringing you an offer. She has a scroll in one hand, a cup in the other. The cup seems to have like a rose. But she's not like happy. And pages, you know, aren't quite kings. They're kind of immature, or the offer could be immature. I don't even know what I'm getting with this. Okay, so there's lots of water. The trees are just like buried in water. She's standing in water. So she's standing in emotions. Everything's in emotions. There's lots of emotions. It's dark. It's night. Stars might be kind of lighting the sky up, guiding her. I'm going to get some clarification on that. Okay, so the Ace of Wands typically is somebody bringing you an offer, and it's you know, facilitated by the divine usually. And it's very fiery and passionate. Now in this picture, if you look at this picture, there's 4 books around a table. Each one has a pen on it, almost like, I mean, somebody's doing a bunch of studying, or 4 people were all at this table writing notes, or maybe they're about to have a meeting or something. That's weird. This imagery is very weird for this deck. This is the first time I'm working with this deck, so I really have to kind of critique and think. There's a kind of library, lots of books, lots of knowledge, even though it's a Wands, which is fire energy. You know, in witchcraft, fire is fast moving. So it could be somebody coming with an offer, fiery, passionate offer. We also have the Knight of Cups. Now, typically the Knight of Cups is somebody bringing you an offer. An offer, you know, an offer you could be proud of. And we have these papers on the floor that say Sunday, June 20th, and then it says Sunday, June 21st, and then it says Sunday, June 22nd. What? So these papers on the ground, I don't know if you can see them, they all say Sunday, but they're different days, 20, 21st, and 22nd. It's like the same day. That reminds me of like Groundhog's Day, that movie, where he's like living the same day over and over again. Maybe this is like different day, same story, different day, same shit. I don't know what, like, that's weird. But normally with the Knight of Cups, it's somebody bringing you an offer. And had that not been on there, I would say this card by itself is somebody bringing you an offer, and the ships are in the background, so your ship's coming in. It's a cups, and there's lots of ocean, so lots of water, which means lots of emotions. It's a nice clear day, a little cloudy, but what is going on? Spirits, help me out here. I'm gonna use a different deck to clarify since I'm not used to this deck. So let's just do some clarification. Okay, we're gonna break down all these cards. I'm sorry that this particular reading is a little tougher for me. Like I said, it's because I've never used that deck before, so I didn't have like preconceived definitions for the card. Like this deck I've started to work with a lot, and so a lot of the cards I kind of like already have the definition in my head. Now, granted, when you're doing intuitive reading, sometimes that definition can change just based on the reading. Just the feeling you get. Sometimes, like with the Emperor that had the chess piece, I don't really know if I ever has mentioned the chess piece until one day I did. Now I can't unsee it. So definitions sometimes change based on the reading. Spirit, can you tell me what is this Seven of Swords and Two of Wands, which appears more like a sword card, even though it's a wand? There's this guy's carrying a wand, but there's not like 2 wands. There's 2 lights. It's just a very weird card. It's not indicative of what that 2 of Wands should be. I mean, again, the typical 2 of Wands is somebody holding 2 wands. Well, there's 2 wands, their hand is on one and not on the other. They're looking out kind of at the ocean or whatever, maybe. It's about making a decision. It's about, could involve travel. But it also can be the need to plan things and be strategic. And he does look like he's planning something, but something sneaky. And same thing with this Seven of Swords. So I don't know if I need clarification on that, but I'm going to try. What are these 2 cards, Spirit? What is going on? Okay, well, the Sun wants to come out. And the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is about somebody who's up at night worrying about things, can't sleep. In this particular imagery, she's like got a bed of swords, kind of like a bed of nails. They're sticking up, but she's not touching them. So it's like she's levitating above them. Nines mean the situation is nearing completion. So maybe you or somebody else is worried that someone else is being sneaky, or this other person or you is strategizing and worrying. But strangely enough, we also got the Sun, which is like happiness, warmth, clarity. So it could be, what is going on here? What is, let's go back to these two cards, Spirit. Give me more about the Seven of Swords and Two of Wands. Page of Pentacles kind of wanted to come out. And Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is just so much emotion. Overflowing emotion. And it's brought to you by the divine. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who wants to bring you an offer. Something they're proud of. In this case, with this imagery, you know, they're using their magic to manifest it. They're very magical. There's lots of magic. They get their wand. You know, again, this is a Page of Pentacles, yet they have a wand. So I'm seeing a lot of like cards where it's like not a wand's card, but yet they have a wand. So it's like they're magical and they're manifesting this pentacle. I don't even know if this is a money reading or a love reading just yet. Okay, so let me go back over this again. I'm sorry, sometimes I talk out loud to try and figure this out because this one's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. These, maybe because I use that other deck that, number one, I'm not used to working with. Number two, it's got really bizarre like images on it. Not to say I don't like it. Maybe if I work with it more, I'll learn it and learn how to like it, but it's just throwing me off. Okay, so we've got somebody playing a chess game. Either they're trying to be strategic or they're cheating. Another card very similar, carrying something really small in their hand. I can't even tell what that is, a diamond or a piece of pill or something. And then they got a sword in their, like a knife sword in their hand. Although it's Two of Wands, which again could be they're planning something. But with the sword, it's like planning to hurt somebody. Planning to be sneaky. What the freak? Nine of Swords. They're, well, it's a lady in the card. I don't know if this is going to be a man or woman that's doing this worrying, but somebody can't sleep at night. Maybe they're afraid that they're going to be stabbed in the back in this picture. They're afraid that they can't sleep because there's all these knives under them. They don't sleep well at night for fear that they're gonna come down on these knives. So it's like, maybe that's you worried that somebody else is being sneaky. Unless you, I mean, if you're the one that's strategizing about something or being sneaky in some kind of game of strategy, then maybe that's you. But otherwise, I think it's the other person, and you're just worried about it. You're worried about being backstabbed. You're worried about, you know, you can't sleep at night because you're worried that you're going to come down on these knives and get stabbed in the back. Okay, so that I've got down. But then when I asked about it, asked Spirit to give me more, they gave me the Ace of Cups, the Sun, and the Page of Pentacles, which are all great cards. But it could be that you're worried about your happiness. Maybe it has something to do with money, manifesting money. Maybe you're worried when it comes to an opportunity. Maybe you're worried somebody is being sneaky and cheating, or you need to be strategic when it comes to your money. And you want this happiness. You're trying to manifest this happiness, this, you know, emotional fulfillment that you're hoping the divine brings in. You're trying to manifest that, but you're worried about somebody's sneakiness. And then we have, this one's a tough one, I'm sorry. Then we have, God, my readings have been really great up until now, but shit, this one's tough. But then we have this guy who would, well, typically this card would be somebody bringing you an offer. He's a well-dressed guy. Ship's coming in. Nice big giant cup. But it's really weird, these papers on the bottom with Sunday. Each day is Sunday, but it's June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So maybe different years. Because how would it be the same day of the week, but different days of the month? The only thing I can think of is if it, like, one year it's the 20th, a Sunday June 20th, the next year it's like Sunday, June 21st, and the next year Sunday, June 22nd. So it's almost saying like 3 years in a row. Maybe you've been waiting on somebody or some opportunity. You're waiting for your ships to come in, and that would provide you emotional happiness here for years, for 3 years. Or like I said, it could be that this offer that's coming in, that you see coming in, is just same shit, different day. Which is odd, because that's not what the Knight of Cups usually means. Like I said, none of these cards are what they usually mean, except for that Nine of Swords. And this Page of Cups. Okay, so this offer that's coming in, there's a lot of emotions, but it's dark. This chick looks very homely. I'm bothered by her face, quite frankly. She's homely. She's got a weird look on her face, but she has some kind of an agreement or something here. You know, one of those scrolls, which, what would that be? Some kind of agreement. So this, you know, and then the fish could be creativity as well. So maybe this has to do with an offer for like a work situation. Because with the Page of Pentacles, you know, I'm going to get more clarification because this is crazy. The Page of Pentacles, like I said, that would, and there's lots of mountains in the background, so that's lots of challenges there. So you're manifesting even though there's these challenges, and honestly, this picture looks like she's like effortlessly manifesting. And there is a necklace. That's not a heart, is it? Okay, so it's alchemy too, because she has these potion bottles. But she looks like she's kind of effortlessly manifesting. So I feel like this is probably you or somebody trying to manifest an opportunity, could probably money, having to do with your happiness. And then even in the Sun card, she's using her wand. So she's like controlling the horse, like with her wand and her magic. She's riding bareback. She's barefoot. The Ace of Cups is some kind of opportunity. You're trying to manage some kind of big opportunity that's going to give you so much emotional fulfillment, so much happiness. The Sun is a major arcana here. And maybe you've been this offer has been trying to come in, or you've been trying to manifest it for 3 years in a row. Or like I said, I mean, maybe they're different days, but it feels the same. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it's you, or it could be somebody else, but I feel like it's you are worried, or we're worried, or it could be that you are worried about this, but this is actually what's coming in. I'm going to get some clarification. In some kind of creative offer. So if it's a person, that it could be them just, you know, having a lot of emotions and wanting to bring you an offer with a lot of emotions. If it's a career or, you know, job or something like that, you know, has to do with creativity, but it's dark. So there's things that need to come to the light. The Sun, however, is full exposure. So full clarity. So you're manifesting full clarity, happiness in the situation. And then, like I said, we have the Ace of Wands. So that would be, you know, something that you're fiery and passionate about, or an offer where somebody's fiery and passionate about you, maybe even sexual. But I see here there's these 4 books open, like journals, and there's these 4 writing utensils. So it's almost like 4 people are about to sit down at this table and meet and take notes or write a book together. Maybe it's like co-creating a book with 4 people. Now, I don't know how specific this message is going to get for people. Maybe you're like, holy shit, I'm writing a book with 4 people, you know? Maybe it's that specific, or maybe it's just this has to do with some kind of creative activity or something. Maybe journaling, but it's like I said, there's 4 books, and I don't think one person would need to do, you know, have that laid out at their table unless 4 people are about to sit down. So it could just be about collaborating with other people about your shared passion. Like I said, it could even be sexual, but in this case, I'm not really feeling that. Co-collaborating, writing your story together. So at this point, this could still be, oh, I'm sorry, I've got all these cards not in view of the camera, but that's because, I don't know, I was looking at them. Some of these are such small print, I can't even see the writing with my glasses on. I'm getting old, and it's like the glasses help with seeing far, but then I can't see up close. So I have to get old and I have to take my glasses off. My son was making fun of me. Okay. Woo, that was hard. That one was hard. I apologize, but so far it's been hard, but I think I got it. So let's take another deck. That's why I don't try new decks too often, because like I said, I don't have definitions already kind of made up. Now that I've seen these cards, maybe this will come to mind next time. So we have 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is definitely, yeah, we have the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. 8 and 9 of Pentacles wanted to come out. So I feel like this is definitely involving your money. I feel like this is definitely involving like a craft, a project, a career, having to do with your money, no doubt. With the Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the Cups represent emotion, but you can you can have good emotions about money just as you can about a love. So just because it's cups doesn't necessarily mean love to me. And like I said, we have some wands. So with this particular endeavor or project, either you were strategizing, or it's more like you were worried, or someone else was worried that someone else was being sneaky in this strategy. They were strategizing, but they were strategizing to be sneaky and swords to like stab you in the back. I don't get anything good for that. So I think you were worried about that. Maybe you're worried about the competition. Or maybe you're just worried about, you were worried about this opportunity happening. But then again, you were manifesting something, clarity. You're manifesting happiness. You're manifesting, the Ace of Cups, the divine to help you, give you this manifestation that's going to make you so happy. But it's taking a while, 3 years maybe, for your ships to come in, or just, again, different days, but it feels like nothing's changing. It feels like the same day. It feels like the same day is repeating, maybe in this particular, and I see here almost, I feel like this could be writing a book. Like I said, there were these books, journaling, writing a book, maybe with other people, co-creating the book, co-creating your story, but also with this 8 of Pentacles. Look, she's got a book open right here. So definitely I get a lot of like writing vibes, journaling, writing. She's also like buffing her pentacles. So it's like, that's like working on your craft, polishing your craft so that you can make those coins. It's also by candlelight, and both this, there's a candle here, candlelight, and here, candlelight. So it's like working really late at night. Working in the dark, this is dark, and there's the constellation up there. Again, this is almost like an agreement, like she's waiting for a contract. Like maybe you want to publish a book, maybe you're co-creating it or writing it with multiple people. Again, with the fish could be lucky, it could be creative, it could have something to do with the Pisces. And that Page of Pentacles, I see alchemy there. So, you know, definitely working late hours, working hard, polishing your craft to try and bring in your pentacles, to work on your abundance so that you can be abundant on your own. So you can be that bitch. Because that's what Nine of Pentacles is being not necessarily single, but independent. Taking care of yourself, glowing up. Honestly, surprisingly, this particular picture, I don't know if she's just kind of got a belly or if she's pregnant. If she is pregnant, it could be, you know, birthing a new idea. There's a hawk there. I need to look up what hawks mean. Okay, there in this one, there's like a crow, raven, whatever you want to call it. That could be good luck. And this one's, some of the crows in these cards sometimes are like bugging people or like harassing them. This one's not. This one's just sitting kind of like her buddy. There is a skull here, so that tells me maybe rebirth, potentially. I don't know. There's like a hook for some reason. I don't know what the hell that is. Another book, but just this one book is opened, and yet she's polishing her pentacles. And it is dark, and there are mountains in the background. So there was challenges here. This one, she doesn't seem too concerned with these giant mountains in the background. She seems like she's effortlessly manifesting the pentacle. So that's, you know, you overcoming these obstacles. Like I said, there are mountains in the background here, but you can barely see them because it's so dark. Super dark here. Wow. I got it. I feel like I got it. I definitely feel like I got it now, but that was a hard one for me to kind of figure out. So I do apologize if it took me a minute. Wow, okay. What I'm not being able to tell right now is this row here of you manifesting the sun and happiness and Ace of Cups, is that's actually what's going to happen, or if that's what they're just telling me that you're manifesting that. This offer coming in, but like I said, I mean, it's taken years. It's taken a long time. Your ships are out there. Are they coming in? And here comes somebody with, shoot, maybe the person bringing you this this contract is kind of homely looking. Maybe she looks like that. Maybe it's that literal. Maybe it's just maybe a woman with wide hips. I don't know. And it's so much emotion. There's so much emotion there, even though it's dark. But like I said, there's this table where it almost looks like people are about to sit down, or maybe they took a break and it almost looks like it's prepared for them to sit down. Like maybe somebody's coming in with an offer for you, or that's what you're trying to manifest. Somebody's coming in with an offer for you to sit down and co-create with people, and you're just, maybe you need to polish your craft, or you are polishing your craft so that you can let this happen, and it will lead to you being independent. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the reading, and I'm going to go into a bonus, an extended reading where we can dig into this more and find out what will actually happen with this situation in the next 6 months to a year or sooner. We'll pull some charms, advice cards. This is pretty much my standard, what I've been doing lately. So what I can tell you right now is that I at least feel this reading is about that. So if this resonates for you and you want to watch the extended, go down to my description box and you can click on, it'll say, you know, click here to watch the extended. It'll take you to my Patreon. On there, it'll say like, I think it'll say that it's $5.55 per month, but it's not, you can cancel anytime. You could watch the one extended, you could sign up for the time period between, it'll be like now until I think it restarts on the 1st of the month. You can cancel at any time. I just want to be transparent. If you do stay a Patreon and do it monthly, I really appreciate it. It really supports me and will give you the value of being able to have access to all my extendeds. But just know that this will allow you to have access to all my past extendeds up until this point within that tier, and all the extendeds that I put out for the rest of whatever time period you pay for that tier. So it's not just this one reading. It's all my extendeds for that tier, for that time period. I have other tiers. Check out my Patreon before you sign up, because I have tiers where you can, well, you can actually, I think at any given time you can upgrade. So if you start in this and you like my readings and you want to try one of my other tiers, you can check out my other tiers. I think you can upgrade at any time. You can downgrade at any time. Like I said, if you downgrade, I think at that point it just gives you that whatever access you paid for that extended amount of time, and then it kicks in the next time period. So yeah, so if you want to see that, you can go check that out. Like I said, it's only $5.55. So there's a lot of other readers, they charge, I don't know, like $8 for an extended, and I think that's a fine price, but I'm just letting you know that I think it's pretty good value. Typically, any of my readings you watch on YouTube, you're going to get an answer for that particular question, but it's not necessarily going to center in on time period. And when we get into the extendeds, it gets really juicy. There's like a lot of synchronicities that come out. That's when the fun happens, honestly. I kind of wish it would happen during the regular part, but maybe Spirit saves the best for last for the people that purchase the exclusive content. Thanks, Spirit. If by chance, you know, you think, yeah, this is me, and you watch the extended, or you just want to skip to a personal reading, you can do so. You can order one by going to my website. The link is also down in the description box below. It's www.bossasswitch1111.com. That's 4 ones. It's the only place you can pay me for a reading. If anybody comes at you and tries to get you on WhatsApp or whatever, that's not me. These people, if you don't already know, they use our pictures, they use our readings, they use, you know, all of our content to create an account that looks just like ours. And then they'll come at you on comments. They'll like follow, I think they even go onto our list and find who we're following or who's following us and follow them. And they'll act like they're us, and they'll try to get you to go pay them. I've seen people go, readings will pay on my private email or whatever too. It's like, come on, guys. I don't know what, you know, like obviously you probably pay for it and they probably give you nothing in return. That's not me. Please don't get scammed. The only place you can pay me for a reading or buy one of my decks, or even go to any of my other social media, is on my website. I do have my link to my Instagram and my TikTok on there. So if you're not already following me there, go follow me. My TikTok, I do a lot of shorts. Instagram, you know, TikTok, I might do 3 and 10 minute ones, since that's an option, but mostly I do like 1 minute ones. And those are fun. Those are really fun. They're great for motivation. You're scrolling through, you don't want to take a long time, whatever. I get it. But YouTube is more, you know, I do shorts on YouTube as well. And, you know, but I also like to do my long ones. And these ones are deep. These ones are real. They give you actual good information. Whereas the TikTok, I mean, it might give you a little quick information. It's motivational, it's fun. But I think you're smart for watching these, because these really dig in and give you information. So yeah, so I will see you over in the exclusive.